In the past few months, there have been increasing reports suggesting part of the fashion industry is favouring the return to the ultra-skinny aesthetic which defined much of the early 2000s. So could size zero be coming back?
Well, that's something Dutch model Vivian Horn is using her platform to fight happening again. Instead, she hopes her inspiring shoots will encourage more diversity in the fashion industry. Vivian joins us now. Welcome to you. I remember it clearly, everybody talking about size zero and there's sort of being furious debates about it, but actually having this real impact on young people, sort of whittling themselves down into these impossible shapes. When it comes to high fashion, do you think it's ever actually gone away?
I think we did a step into the right direction. Unfortunately, you see now in fashion weeks that the models are going back to very, very skinny again. And it will be so nice if we see more diversity on the catwalks.
Well, I mean, in the New York Fashion Week, on the catwalk, there were 103 appearances by plus-size models.
Yeah.
So it is happening.
Yeah, and some brands, more commercial brands, I think, as well, are using more diversity. But I think we're really high fashion brands, and then in particular in Paris, you see the trend coming back. Yeah.
Well, you were impacted by this because you were modelling back then, and there was an expectation of what size you should be, and you described it. In order to achieve that, you actually bullied yourself.
Yeah. I think when I started modeling, I was very secure about myself, but then because of the work and all the opinions of other people, I got very, very insecure, and I got starting bullying myself that I was never good enough, and everyone said I wasn't good enough to be a model because I didn't fit the right sizes. So
well, size zero is the complete opposite of your life growing up in the Netherlands, on a farm, with your family.
Yeah.
That's an entirely much more healthy way of viewing.
I really lived, I think, in two lives, like two different worlds. Like the modeling industry, I was nobody, I was too fat, I wasn't pretty enough. And in my own world, I was Vivian. And I think at one point I was so done with it and I just wanted to be Vivian.
But your mum was very confident in the way she looked. She wasn't size zero.
Yeah, like everyone in my family is very confident. So it wasn't something that came from my home. It's really because of work, I think, back then.
And then eventually the confidence sort of drops, the insecurity rises, and it took its real toll on your mental health, and you became very depressed.
Yeah, I think I was very sensitive. Like, as a person, I'm very sensitive, so it's really did something with me when I was younger, and I was down for a very long time. But it's going very well with me, and I'm very happy. I was so done at a certain point with focusing on my body all the time and not enjoying my life. I was looking back on pictures and I looked amazing when I'm looking back on them, but I knew that back then I didn't feel happy, confident. I was bullying myself, as I said, all the time. Yeah.
But it's society that tells us what perfection looks like, isn't it?
The what?
Society tells us what perfection looks like.
But who? Like, somehow people are having an ideal image in their mind that they should look like, and that's perfect. Then you're worthy of love, then you can wear fashion and all those things. But I think everyone is perfect, and beauty is for everyone. It's beyond size, it's beyond being beautiful.
So how do you do it? Because, you know, I think that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
You say, you know, love yourself, love your body, love who you are. But really, inside, your own voice will be saying completely different things. Like, that's the reality.
Yeah.
I believe you've done it because you've said that and you're very sort of passionate about this. But how did you do it?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no quick fix. I think I'm working on it for already 10 years, but it's worth it. I really stopped. Like, the negative thoughts come so easily to us, while the positive thoughts, you really have to work for them. So at one point, I will listen to the negative thoughts so that I didn't push them away. They could be there, but I let the positive thoughts overrule. So look into the mirror, saying to yourself that you're looking amazing and you're wonderful and you had that glowy skin, and just hype yourself up. Like, treat yourself as you treat your best friend.
Well, 40% of girls aged 11 to 16 in the UK say that they've seen images that make them insecure or less confident. that rises to 50% in girls from 17 to 21.
Yeah.
So that will be the fashion industry, of course, but that will also be online. And you're battling a wave of not only people who've taken 50 pictures to make sure that's the perfect one, but the chances are they may have also been altered as well. It doesn't reflect real life.
No, and I do like social media already also for a long time, and I started with creating the perfect image, and I also was done with that. I just want to show myself, and I think showing the real me and my insecurities made opening up a lot of conversations, and I think that was very nice. I think it would be so nice to see more realistic image on the catwalk of women, but I think people in general and people opening up about their insecurities.
You rewalked.
We all have them.
Yeah, we do. You rewalked the catwalk again recently.
Yeah.
How did that compare to the first time back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it feel much better this time?
Yeah, like back then I was super insecure, and now I see the pictures and the videos, and I just see my confidence, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really happy that there are brands out there that see my mission and want to work with me. Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in today, Vivian. And it's a very, very positive message. You know, just
so
feel
positive.
good about yourself.
Yeah.
And we've got a fashion item coming up later in the show. We don't use models. We use real ladies who come in with real bodies.
That's
We've been doing that
amazing.
for a long time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.